Hey guys, today I'm going to do a short, hopefully, a short walkthrough for this game that I really love, Tractor Tycoon. I find that the tutorial in this game isn't very complete, I guess you can call it that, and I thought why not make a walkthrough video to supplement the existing tutorial in the game. Alright, so I'll try to keep this as short and as quick as possible, so let's head on into the game. Right, so let's just take a look at the existing tutorial. So for this, right, these are the controls. So basically WASD, this should be self-explanatory. You'll be using these to move the tractor. X is the key where you'll be when you press it, right, you'll be able to lower any back and farm implement that you equip on your tractor. And for G, it means that you'll be removing or ejecting all the implements that you have equipped on your tractor. Alright, so for F, when you pick something up, right, you use F to plant it. So I guess this is quite straightforward. Alright, and you can also use F to throw stuff away, which I'll hopefully be able to show you in a bit. And to plow land, this is basically the basic steps of farming, right? You plow the land, you seed it, and then you harvest. Alright, so there's actually a tutorial about building fencing and stuff. So yeah, so basically you'll build your fencing and everything. I'll show you everything in the game because these are all in picture form, and I thought an interactive version might be better. Alright, so let's start with WASD. So you'll be using WASD to move. You can move backwards, in front, swerve around like you're drifting, right? It's all up to you. Alright, and to equip any farm implement, simply press F. For example, I've equipped the seeder, and you don't get the seeder right from the get-go, right? You need to actually buy it from the shop. Okay, maybe I can show you this first. So just simply drive over to the shop, press F, and click the farm implement section, and you'll be able to see the whole range of farm implements that you can buy. So you need 900 bucks to get the seeder, which I would highly recommend you get it as soon as possible. Along with the small transporter, and this one you can wait a bit because it's not that urgent, but the first two implements that you should get is definitely the small transporter and the seeder. Alright, because if not, you'll be manually planting the crops one by one, and as you can see I have quite a huge farm going on here. Okay, so I'll first show you how you can harvest, because I already got some crops ready. So for harvesting, right, I would highly recommend you to equip 2 items, depending on whether you want to immediately sell the crops or you want to use it for replanting. So first, definitely the harvester, you'll need that. And if you plan to sell or turn the harvest into like other stuff, like flour in this case, then you'll want to equip the small transporter. If not, then I would highly recommend you to equip the seeder. So if you notice, right, yeah, it's already harvesting is pretty much you just need to roll over the farm plots, and it auto harvests everything. So for the seeder, simply press F, right? So you'll notice that you'll be able to equip one front implement and one back implement. And it depends on you, right, what you want to do with the harvest that you get. So you'll need to plan a bit on the different types of implement that you want to equip. So for now I want to replant some wheat. So alright, so my seeder is full. So if you recall, you need to press X to lower any back end implement that you have equipped. So simply press X and simply just roll over all these plots. These are all plowed lands, alright, to automatically plant. And you can actually harvest while planting as well if you have a ton of plowed land. So So it's really easy once you have the seeder. If not, it'll take you ages to plant each plot one by one. Okay, so let me just... Okay, so this is the seeder, right? And press G to unequip both items, right? And since I have a ton of wheat that I actually want to craft into flour, so I will equip this small transporter, which will allow me to carry more than one item. If you only want to carry only one item, then you'll need the forklift. So I'll show you the forklift. How does it work? Simply just drive right up to some wheat or anything that you want to pick up, and it will automatically pick up. And if you notice, right, simply by turning a circle, I can store all the bags of wheat that are lying around into my transporter. So if I want to, I can actually manually plant this wheat. So simply drive over to a plot, available plowed land, and simply press F. So as you might notice, right, it takes quite a bit of time, right? You need to actually drive to the area and press F. So this is why I do not recommend replanting your crops one by one. It is important, and I can't stress this enough, to get the seeder as soon as possible. Alright, so I want to keep this here first. I'm storing all of this for crafting later. Alright, so now I just want to harvest my crops and store them into my storage unit, let's say. So I'll equip the transporter along with the harvester and simply drive through all of this available mature crops. And once it's full, you'll know when it's full because it won't pick up anything else. Alright, and I can just dump it into the flour factory, for example, right? And a quick tip, right? Once you've managed to unlock this, it's best to turn your raw crops into much more valuable products, right? Such as flour. Alright, so how can you unlock this flour factory or any other crop types or other crafting factories? What you'll need to do is to get enough potions, and you can do that by selling or dumping your crops, your harvest, whatever that you can get your hands on, even including animal products like eggs. But my transporter is full, so alright. So just simply dump it, press F, dump, and you'll get a ton of potions. Similarly, if you notice, right, there's a kind of like a coin section. This is actually your currency. You'll need this to buy new farm implements, to buy like animals, and also fences that you'll need to build your animal pens, right? So if you want coins, then simply drive over to the yellow pad here and press F to sell whatever you have currently carrying around in your transporter or in your forklift. So press F and you get the coins. Alright, so that's the basics. Now to spend your potions and to spend your coins. So for potions, simply drive over to the lab, press F, and you can see all this stuff that you can buy. So green means that you have already unlocked the upgrade. So as you can see, I can't click into it. But for stuff that I haven't unlocked yet, so you can actually buy it. You can see the cost and everything here. So actually I'm interested to buy... Alright, so this is quite costly, so I would be interested to buy the omelette, right? And also the carrots. So you'll notice that there's an icon, right, indicating that these two items have been added to the shop. So let's head on over to the shop to buy the items. Okay, let me just drive here. Okay, so in the shop I can buy carrots to plant, since I don't have any of them yet. Okay, so let me just buy 2 bags of this, and I can also buy factories to build, so I haven't really built the bread factory yet, so I'll buy one just to show you how it works, right? And to pick up the stuff that you've bought, obviously you'll need either the transporter or the forklift. So let me just go over here, press F for the forklift. Oh, I accidentally grabbed the egg, so okay, I might need the coin, so let's press F for now. Okay, so I want to plant my carrots, so simply drive over to the carrot, drive over to the plowed land, press F to plant. It's that easy. Alright, so let's say I want to build this factory, new factory of mine. So what you'll need to do is to drive over to the factory. Alright, and you can see that it's already picked up by the forklift, and choose a nice position to build the building. I think I'll build it in a kind of like in a row, right? This is the flour factory, and this is the bread factory. So once you've positioned it correctly, simply press F to build. Right, you can see the bread factory, right? Okay, so for the bread factory to work, and similarly to for the flour factory to work, you'll need to have the corresponding raw material. So for flour, you need bags of wheat, and for bread, you'll need flour. Alright, so you have to do it manually for now. Actually, I can just bring along my transporter and dump everything in, but yeah, since I already got the forklift in, so I thought I should just do this manually. Alright, but eventually, right, you'll be able to unlock this really cool drone, which will allow you kind of like some sort of automation between two buildings, so you can automatically use it to automatically transport all your flour that are produced here into your bread factory. So yeah, okay, so that's it for planting. Okay, so maybe I can show you briefly how plows work. So simply pick it up, pressing F. Plows are back end implements, and when you want to use it, simply press X to lower it down. And as you can see, once you drive over any available plot, you'll automatically plow the land. So it's really intuitive and really fast. And as you can see, I accidentally placed a fence here, so if you try to plow the land there, you won't be able to. Same goes to my existing chicken pen here. You can see that it's not plowing the land, while it's plowing the land all around it. So yeah, so that's a quick tip there. Alright, so let's dump this. Okay. Right, next, animals. Alright, so to rear chickens or any other animals that are available in the game, you'll first need to have a pen available. So let me just grab my forklift for now and buy fences. So it depends on how a fence post, sorry. So it depends on how big you want your pen to be. So you have to estimate, how many posts you'll need. So for now, I think I'll buy 4, right? And a fence post can be a bit hard to spot because since plot land and the fence post looks similar to some extent because they are both brown, right? Okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll just build this here. So, and take note that you won't be able to build a pen using the trees as kind of like a barrier, because later on you'll be able to harvest resources from these resource tiles, including the trees, these rocks and everything else that you see here, besides the grasses obviously. So to similar to the factory, to place it, simply press F, right? And let's say I have a bag of wheat and I don't want to pick it up, right? I want to pick up the fence post, so to dump it, make sure you're in somewhere that there's no plow land available, right? Because if you try to dump it in a plowed area, it'll plant it automatically. So there's no plow land here, right? So no. this is right into the shop, not so good. Not a good example. Alright, so simply drive over to some place that there's no plow land or any other action buttons around, so just press F and it'll dump it. Alright, so fence posts, let me just quickly build this. I'll do a very small pen. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this. Okay, so the tricky thing is to build a gate, see, because the gate requires 2 hexagonal tiles. So maybe we should put that first. Again, to pick it up, simply drive over it. But since the gate can be quite large in size, so you just need to drive over the little posts here to pick it up. Alright, so since I think I'll build it somewhere here. Put it like here. Alright, this can be tricky to place because the area here is quite small. Let's just put it here. Nope. Gates can be quite tricky to place, so if possible, you might want to put a gate first. Right. Maybe I can put this here instead, or something. It doesn't matter where you put the gate, right? It only matters to the chickens, I guess. To the farm animals, that is. Because you can actually drive through any fence or any gate that you place, so it doesn't really matter. Right, okay, got it. So I need one more fence post here and I'm done. So there's a fence post over there. As you can see, I already got the bread, right? So yeah. Fence post. Grab it, right? Drive all over here, place it here, and then it's done. So you can see there, you can drive through the fence post, okay, just demo. Alright, so there's a food storage area and there's a kind of like a what I call an animal placing area. So for food storage, you'll need to place the animal feed, which in this case is the wheat, the bags of wheat. So you can place the animal first, or you can place the food first. You know, it's up to you. Okay, let me just grab more wheat. Alright, it's full. So drive all the way back to the first food storage area and dump everything in. This is still pretty much manual. You have to place the bags of wheat in one by one. There's no place all button for now, but it would be nice, you know, to be able to like right click to place everything stacked up, you know, at least for that one stack, to place everything into this production area. Alright, so you've placed the food here, so you're pretty much ready for the animals. Alright, let me just dump this here. Alright, okay, so for now I only have chickens, so we'll do a chicken demo. Alright, so first of all you need to buy the chicken. Alright, buy it, and you can see the chicken here. You cannot pick it up with the normal forklift. That is why you'll need the animal grabber, which you can buy under the tractor upgrade. As you can see, you can't really pick it up, you can just push it around. Okay, so what you want to do now is to buy the animal grabber, pick it up, and drive over to the chicken, and you'll automatically grab it. And now you'll want to place it here. So simply make sure it's right on the spot and press F, and that's it. You're done. So the chicken will start producing eggs. Maybe I can show you some demo. Oh, so the food is okay. I don't have any more food here. So let me just grab some. Dump it here. Dump all of this here. Alright, so once you have enough food, right, in the food storage area, and there'll be a timer here. Once the timer counts down to 0, then an egg will be produced per chicken. So they'll usually dump the eggs all over the place, usually around the pen. So you need to drive around and just pick them up. Okay, so I would like to keep the eggs here, so let's do that. Because I'm gonna use it to craft omelets. Alright, so I guess that's it, right? Right. Okay, so let's see if I can buy implement which will allow me to saw trees. Alright, 2,500 should be fine. Oh, okay, and one more thing for shrink ray, right? If you accidentally place something somewhere that you don't want to place, like this very meddlesome fence post, then you'll need the shrink ray. You'll shrink it into its smaller version, and you can then use it to build another animal pen, right? Okay, so let's down this here. This is sweet, right? So yeah, once you have the factories all set up and ready, right, you want to maximize your profit by crafting as much of this valuable stuff as possible. Alright, so let's sell this. Oh, I need 500 more, okay. Let's see if I can grab some more, maybe eggs. Eggs are quite valuable, yeah. Maybe I can show you how much this costs. So I have 2 eggs in my transporter, so it should amount to 500. Oh no, 158, right? So yeah, it can be quite profitable, I would say. And more products in general in this game. And the funny thing is, although you can drive through the fences, you can't really drive through the trees, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a bumper car barrier. Okay, so let's see if I can sell some more stuff. Alright, just enough. Okay, let me just dump this here. And let's grab the saw. Alright, so equip the saw like usual and simply drive over to the tree and you'll get trunks. Eventually you'll be able to build a factory that will allow you to turn these trunks into stuff, valuable stuff. And unlike all of this, right, you can see that the saw has broken down, so you need to keep buying it if you want to keep using it. So you can just use this to pick up everything, right? Besides saw, I think there's actually a drill that you can use for stones, right? If I'm not mistaken, let's see. Yeah, there's a drill for stones, and you can get like bigger transporters, so you can just transport a ton of stuff at once. Yeah, that's about it. So that's the short version. And I think you have noticed, right, there's like a water tank here and there's also a water pump here. So I haven't really unlocked this yet, but it's pretty obvious that this water pump and the water tanks, right, by watering your crops, I'm assuming that you'll be able to get like a lot more harvest per crop, right? So yeah, I guess that's about it. Hopefully this tutorial and guide has been useful to you, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll answer it as best as I could. Or you could also head on over to the Steam page of the game and drop a review or something there with the questions in your review, and most of the time the developer themselves will answer the questions. If not, I'll do my best to help, definitely. And if you're interested in this game, definitely you can buy it, because especially if you're a huge fan of farm simulators, right, which I am. So I'm really enjoying this game. It's really casual, and you can really scale up your farm production to because the map is really huge, right? This is only a small part. You can actually unlock new areas as you go on, and eventually you can have like huge farms with different like satellite crafting areas, right? You can assign this area for only carrots and another area only for wheat, for example, right? Um, but yeah, the game is really fun, and I would definitely recommend you to check it out if this is the type of game that you really enjoy. So that's it, and hope to see you later, I guess, at least for my next YouTube video. Alright, see you, bye.